First up, out of the red corner and representing Triangle Jiu-Jitsu Academy, help me welcome back Nijel Jones. And his opponent, representing Next Element Academy and walking for his 6th Toro Cup appearance, it's time. Welcome back, Zach Moore.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Ready for
Nijel.
war, Zach Moore, Nijel Jones. These guys are both very...
Nijel Jones, 1-0. Looking to continue his undefeated. Zach Moore sits. Nijel immediately blitzing his guard.
I was talking with Philip Painter before the match, and Philip said that he's more excited for this match than his own because, in his own words, Zach in the warm-up felt very crispy.
Crispy.
And I said, is that not normally the case for him? Is he a hard guy to get there? And he goes, no, not really, but when he's on, he's very on. And he said he's on today. So
that's great.
I think he'll need that against Nijel. Nijel, you know, he made his Toro Cup debut. He's trained out of Triangle Jiu-Jitsu, but he showed a lot of capability in his last match. Got that win by submission and was very exciting on the feet with the wrestling. We saw Zach Moore did not want to participate too much in the wrestling, sat immediately with the bigger man.
Why bother, right?
I mean, Zach can go for sure. He's a good wrestler, but his leg locks are elite, I think. For a guy at his weight class, there's not a lot of guys that can leg lock like he can.
I've seen a lot of these Choi bar entrances, but without your knee in.
It's popular.
Well, counter back take. Very good look.
Yeah.
What an exchange on the arm.
Zach's looking for that arm at 8:44. And he finished his last match by armbar, triangle armbar.
That elbow's still in.
That Sankaku armbar is in play.
And he's out.
Very close attack there. And Zach's on another arm. He's going right back at it.
Looking for that Choi bar again. He needs to get his knee out of half guard to hit that Choi bar, though.
Consistently one of the most exciting performers that we get out here at Toro Cup is Zach Moore. Continues to make matches exciting and interesting.
You know what I want to know? How do I get one of these Google sponsorships?
I don't know. I don't think you can't buy that rash guard. It's earned, not given.
It's earned. Over 1,000 web searches conducted.
That was like a Friday afternoon for me.
Per day.
Dude. I don't know what just happened.
I know. He fell back.
He's looking at me like, what happened?
He fell back, left his own legs still in. I bet Zach's legs are tough to hold on to.
Yeah.
His body dimensions is difficult.
Yeah. I mean, you pose an interesting puzzle at heavyweight as well, body-wise. But
the opposite.
These guys that are built like him, like Zach are, they're like my nightmare type guys to go with because they're very hard to pin down, hold in place. They're very hard to manipulate their legs because their legs are really strong. They don't have a lot of neck for you to hang on to and choke.
Nope.
It can be very hard to unball them and flatten them out. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly right.
You gotta take the rolling pin and really flatten guys like that out, and it's very hard to do that.
I like how he just kind of used the leg attack just to get Zach to move.
Yeah, definitely.
Create opening.
One thing it's really tight about Zach's game, and one thing that's stopping Nijel from going any further than that is the fact that his elbow and his knee are almost always touching. Like his top elbow and his top knee are touching, or his bottom knee and his bottom elbow are touching.
He always has well-maintained frames.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going again for it.
He kind of goes at like a weird angle.
Yeah.
Zach Moore hits the spinaroonie.
Yep. I mean, and good on Zach, respecting it, kicking out his leg.
Yeah.
He should really look for some counterattacks, though. There,
I think he is looking now.
Yeah, that's good.
It's
putting himself in a bit of a bicep slicer reaching through that leg, but that can turn into
This is
an
one of my
attack.
favorite
Very
sweeps.
good.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite deep half sweeps. Yep.
Very good finish.
Amazing. At 44 seconds to points, Zach Moore rolls and strolls into north-south. Nigel's fighting back up on that turtle.
Smart to Zach just
Yeah,
to go back to bottom.
He made Zach react a little too early, though. Zach's got a decent guillotine. He made Zach pull the trigger on that headlock earlier than he wanted to. That was more of like a consolation headlock than a strong attack for him.
Well, Zach's proven now that he can sweep. So with 15 seconds, let's see if he can get 2 on the board. Zach playing low knee shield. Once again, looking for another Choi bar. Looking for a false reap almost.
If I know two things about Zach's generation, it's that they like new metal more than my generation did, like early 2000s new metal, and they like Choi bars.
He has a nice butterfly hook. If he can create just a little space to free his head, he can try to enter in. Very
Beautiful.
nice.
Textbook sweep. Textbook sweep. And what? Ooh. Nigel bullies him there with the upper body, head, hip height.
Well, Zach didn't want to get caught on his feet.
Yeah, he didn't want to end up in too long of a prolonged exchange.
That was a beautiful crunch arm, though, attempt.
Yeah, people are really high on Nigel here at Triangle Jiu-Jitsu, and I see why. When I watch him compete, he had that one previous Toro Cup match, and even before that match, Brandon and Austin and a couple other people were telling me, like, this is the guy you got to watch out for.
Smart, trying to push the butterfly hook down. That's the move. Oh, top head and arm, but that butterfly hook is going to make that. And he hip switches just past it. Zach unable to get to turtle, scoring Nigel 3 points.
Beautiful pass for Nigel Jones, and he's heavy on that north-south choke, it looks like. Oh, he's trying. He really wanted that north-south choke. He ends up letting it go.
He's going for two
to set up the
relentless
head and
submission
arm.
attempts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On a strong head and arm here.
And Zach's normally the guy who's firing back-to-back submissions over and over again.
He's thinking
Nigel's
about it.
Nigel's trying to get flat. Yeah, he was. Nigel never even really had a good look at that, and Zach was grimacing a little bit.
We're up another 4.70 for Nigel. 3 minutes remaining. Let's see if Zach can turn this around, or can Nigel put a bow on this victory.
It's been a brilliant performance from him so far.
Yep, both elbows nice above the shoulder line. Let's see if he can do something with
almost
it.
got slaughterhouse. Oh, I think he's going to try. He's going to try some other choke.
What do you call that? You call the single
chopping block,
single arm
and when
chopping
you
block,
feed
and the
across for
double
both,
is
it's
slaughterhouse. Okay.
Yeah. Those are 10th Planet names, as you can tell.
Here, I thought you came up with those on your own.
I'm not that creative.
I'm so disappointed.
I think I've only ever named one move, and it's because nobody could tell me what it was called, but it was a move that already existed. Oh, interesting. I'm seeing him kind of like feet. Okay. He's trying to just go through the hard way.
Might as well.
Yeah, he's trying to force Zach
is.
into some action here.
There it is.
Yep.
That one's tighter.
Chopping
that one's
block
much tighter.
Chopping block straight to arm triangle, and yeah, Zach's probably going to tap here because he
I
almost
saw
tapped on the
some
first
space.
one. He's a little. Yep, I was going to say
that
he's
tight enough?
The shoulders over the face.
His chin's in the
Got
shoulder.
to drop the shoulder down under the chin.
You got to get temple to temple. That's
There
normally
it is.
my cue.
He came back on top with it. He actually got it under the chin, but then he came back up on top. They're going to settle for the more points here.
Yeah, Zach did trap the foot, so it is a new guard pass to a new mount. Zach not really exposing himself to get out. Nigel trying to find some openings. Last-ditch effort.
If anybody can finish a footlock, it's Zach Moore.
Send it.
But he's got to get in deep fast, and he doesn't. He doesn't have any urgency.
Yeah. I'm sure it's slippery, and I'm sure he's tired.
Yeah, he's had it put on him, and he did have a machine gun offense for the first 3 minutes as well. Man, if Nigel had a pass that wasn't just a footlock, he would be a killer. I'd be worried about him.
What do you call that pass? A toe hold?
Yeah.
Great hip switch. Able to get another 3 points. Looking for a... And that's the match. Great
match.
Scrap. Nigel just kept pouring it on and finally got the breakthrough he needed in the points time.
A grueling affair there. Fantastic match there, gentlemen. Keep it going for these guys right here.
So much grit.
Your winner on points representing Triangle Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Mr. Nigel Jones.